वो चाहे मजाक में ही, बट उस टाइम मतलब बड़ा वो अमेजिंग लगता था, because you know they would take a knife in their hand, they would put it on somebody's chopping board, snatch a bunch of asparagus and walk away. Make a list of ingredients. Make a list of ingredients to say कि आप हफ्ते में कितनी ये चीज लाते हो.
And my next question aligned to this is, जब आप कैंपस इंटरव्यूज में होते हैं तो जो एक नया बच्चा होता है जो फर्स्ट टाइम इंडस्ट्री प्रोफेशनली एंटर कर रहा होता है, what are those things that you look at from the OCLD perspective as well? It's a great honor and privilege to have Dr. Chef Parvinder Singh Bali sir with us, a man who needs no introduction. But for the viewers who are new to this channel, I would be taking a little bit of your time so that you can go back to the introduction part and see what Chef Bali holds for us. And to start with the conversation, as always, I ask the well-being. So, कैसे हैं सर आप?
बहुत बढ़िया. Like we say, रब दी मेहर है.
बिल्कुल सर, आज उस रब ने हमारे ऊपर मेहर करी है. यंग बनिंग होटेलियर का एक ड्रीम होता है टू एंटर इनटू OCLD. आई एम श्योर इन इंडिया इट हैज बिकम अ बेंचमार्क कि अगर हॉस्पिटैलिटी स्कूल से अगर कोई है तो उसका एक बेंचमार्क होता है. ही और शी हैज बीन ट्रेन्ड कि आफ्टर 3 years you need to enter to OCLD, which is the Oberoi Center of Learning and Development.
I totally agree with that.
So as many other, I also had that dream. Unfortunately that time it didn't fulfill. But today, जैसा आपने बताया, रब दी मेहर है. We are sitting across to you here. It's a real privilege and honor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for accepting the invitation and taking the time from your schedule.
Thank you so much.
So बहुत सारी बातें आपसे करनी है.
जी.
About your journey, about everything. So I'll take you back to Kashmir from where you belong.
Yes.
तो कश्मीर की बात करें सर, तो उस टाइम पे of course it's been half a decade ago. How was Kashmir back then?
So, well, Kashmir was as beautiful as it is today. And I think far advanced, I would say, because मेरे को याद है कि मतलब, you know, as kids, when we used to even venture towards Dal Lake, the movies of Shami Kapoor kind of stuff, they came live in front of us. There were, you know, most of the foreigners, you know, there, people on the skiing boats and doing water skiing, and the whole place actually was very, very bubbly. मेरे को याद है कि इवन 80s में कश्मीर एक पहली जगह थी जहाँ पे क्रेडिट कार्ड्स भी लिए जाते थे मार्केट्स में. गुलमर्ग, which is the, you know, the highest ski resort in the country, was always, you know, always full of foreign tourists, as well as lot of movies were shot there, as you know. So सारी बॉलीवुड की मूवीज वहाँ शूट होती थी. And of course, Kashmir being Kashmir, it just got the beautiful climate, beautiful flowers, beautiful vegetation, and very good people.
तो वहाँ पे जैसे आपने जिक्र करा बॉलीवुड की मूवीज का, टूरिस्ट का, लेकिन आपकी इंक्लिनेशन ये नहीं थी. आपकी इंक्लिनेशन थी डॉक्टर बनने की.
जी बिल्कुल.
into entering into the medical field, as far as I know. So something on that, sir.
So क्या हुआ था कि so my father was an army officer. And we come from a very small village in Kashmir called Chak Kanaspura. And I had my initial years in Kashmir. But I think when I was around 4 years old, so my father, who was traveling across different parts of the country, said कि नहीं, my family is here. I need to take my family with me. So मेरे को याद है कि हम पहली बार पोस्टिंग होके मथुरा दिल्ली आए थे, और दिल्ली कैंट में Assam. We were in Assam because that is where I started my schooling from in nursery. And then I went to a convent school called Carmel Residential. So I've had my initial schoolings at various places after Assam, because we used to move lock, stock and barrel after every 3 years because of father's postings at different places. So वहाँ से फिर हम दिल्ली आए, फिर दिल्ली से हम मथुरा गए, मथुरा से फिर हम कश्मीर गए. So जब मैं कश्मीर में the first time I actually stayed in Kashmir for long was when I did my 10th, 11th and 12th from there. और वैसे छुट्टियों में सिर्फ जाया करते थे. So होता क्या था कि when you would study in 10th, 11th, 12th, उस टाइम करियर काउंसलिंग ऐसी नाम की कोई चीज नहीं होती थी. एक होड़ लगी हुई थी that everybody either had to become a doctor or had to become an engineer. इन दो चीजों के अलावा आर्मी में जाना एक चीज होती थी. सो आई नेवर वांटेड टू वेंचर इनटू आर्मी बिकॉज मेरे को ये बहुत ही फॉर्मल सा एटमॉस्फेयर और ये सब मेरे को इतना ज्यादा पसंद नहीं आता था. बट आई वाज ऑलवेज वेरी इंक्लाइंड टू बिकम अ डॉक्टर. दैट ऑलवेज फैसिनेटेड मी. एंड ऑल्सो वन ऑफ माई कजन्स वाज डॉक्टर. सो I grew up with French people. My brother was in UNICEF in France. So doctors के बीच में रह के I think and that too typically that I wanted to become a neurosurgeon.
Yes.
तो ये बहुत था मेरे को 10th से ही and I started working towards that. और मैंने 12th भी कश्मीर से करी और luckily as per our subjects मेरे पास both mathematics and bio बहुत थे, दोनों थे. So I sat for my entrance exams but I could not clear medical. Instead I got a seat into engineering. So I actually joined engineering. I am a 1-year mechanical engineer. और वो छोड़ के मैंने hotel management join की because that was the time 89, 90 के आसपास when the trouble started in Kashmir and our colleges were not open. So as a result, I gave exams for hotel management. Only thinking कि कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं करना होता hotel management में. थोड़ा खाना बनाना है, थोड़े बर्तन मांजने हैं and I'll have.
उस टाइम होटल्स की आपके दिमाग में क्या इमेज थी?
यही थी एक्चुअली. कुछ भी नहीं पता था बिकॉज बीइंग इन आर्मी आई हैड नेवर गॉन टू अ 5-star होटल. हमारा एक आर्मी के किड की सारी लाइफ कैंटोनमेंट में ही होती है. वहीं स्विमिंग पूल, वहीं सिनेमा हॉल्स, वहीं शॉपिंग आर्केड्स. तो वी नेवर वेंचर्ड आउट और ना ही कभी 5-star होटल गए. तो हमारे तो जो आर्मी के फंक्शंस होते थे वहीं. तो माई थिंग्स ऑफ सर्विस वाज ऑल दोज आर्मी क्लैड बहरास जो लंबी टोपियां पहन के दैट महाराजा स्टाइल वो सर्व करते थे. सो दैट वाज द कॉन्सेप्ट. और बाकी जो भी मूवीज में देखते थे बट नेवर न्यू अबाउट अ 5-star होटल एंड ऑल दैट. जो सुना था तो मतलब इट वाज बियॉन्ड रीच कि कभी वहां जाएंगे. So that was it. And so hotels were never a part of our this thing. And more so over मतलब हमारे टाइम में lot of people of my age will relate to this कि जब भी हम पढ़ाई लिखाई नहीं करते थे ना तो पेरेंट्स अक्सर ये बोलते थे कि कुछ पढ़ लो नहीं तो किसी होटल में जाके खाना पकाओगे या बर्तन मांजोगे. सो इट वाज मोर लाइक अ स्केयर.
Exactly.
And the society overall did not accept that particular thing. So it was army, engineering or doctor. Nothing beyond. I mean और उसी होड़ में लगे रहे. And but when I got hotel management, I was very happy because I thought कि चलो वहाँ जाके मैं अपना medical profession pursue करूँगा. I'll have Calcutta Medical College जिसके मैं exams दूँगा. So my entire thing was that I went to a hotel management college actually to study medical and become a doctor.
So जब आपने hotel management करने का भी decide करा and you entered, what was your family's reaction? कि जैसे आपने बताया कि scariest thing थी and then to do that professionally and वो एक time था, family ने कैसे perceive करा?
So I think my father was very supportive always. And of course I don't blame my mother for not allowing me to do because she was under a lot of the social pressures कि मतलब लोग बच्चों को पढ़ा लिखा के कुछ और बनाते हैं और सोसाइटी विल से कि ये कहाँ पे कुक बनाने भेज दिया है, बहरा बनेगा होटल में काम. सो दैट वाज द होल थिंग, अ वेरी कंजर्वेटिव. एंड आई वुड से दैट कश्मीर एट दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम द सोसाइटी वाज वेरी वेरी कंजर्वेटिव. So today I'm very happy. I see a lot of Kashmir people, they want to venture into hospitality and do stuff. But उसके पहले कभी ऐसा वो चीज थी नहीं. So I was the first one, like a black sheep. I call always myself a black sheep, who ventured out from this typical things of being an army and being things into something, doing hotel management and that to becoming a chef. So yes, father was full in support because father had traveled a lot into different countries and he met people, and hotel management that time was really upcoming also. So the word management, bought a lot of things कि वो होटल में मैनेजर बनेंगे, suited booted.
Exactly.
So ये सारी चीजें थी. But I really had no clue. I only thought that in hotels people either make food, they service food, and they wash utensils. That was my way of thinking then.
So इसी cycle में when you entered into your internship, I would not go to the professional job for the first time. तो जो internship होती है that gives you a gist of what is the industry for you. तो वो internship आपने कहाँ से करी और वो जब आपने करी तो उसका experience कैसा था?
I think बहुत amazing experience रहा है because and this is something that it's very emotional also to me because I remember when I went from here. From Kashmir, I was already a month late. और जब मैं वहां पहुंचा तो हॉस्टल भी नहीं था मेरे पास. So suddenly, I had to manage everything.
So you went from Kashmir to
From
Calcutta.
Kashmir to Calcutta. And I had never ever traveled out of home alone. And this time I was alone. I landed up in a place. I thought hostel will be there. Hostel bhi nahi tha. But when you're in a situation, I think there is Almighty. There are great people around you to help. And I got a great friend जिसके घर में as a paying guest रुका. It was more like staying like a family together more than a paying guest, I would say. तो जब मैं कैलकाटा एक्चुअली में पहुंचा तो it was a completely different world, and I was still trying to adjust into the thing because I was 1 month late and I was catching up with subjects. And उस time में a new hotel was coming up, which was Taj Bengal.
All right.
In Calcutta. And so we were taken for these 1 day on the job trainings होती हैं where you are just serving basically,
Exactly.
So we were going, and that is the first time I was stepping into a 5-star hotel. So I was really excited. But I remember the moment I went in, I was given a tray on my hand and said, go serve. And I had some, glasses of whiskey, but I was just asked to serve. मेरे को कुछ नहीं पता था, बस 2 हाथ में tray पकड़ के I was going around. And there I saw, by the poolside, a lady was so drunk that she was trying to put the food into the glass and the glass into the food, and she was surrounded by a few people around. That really brought a lot of confusions and fear into my mind. Because as a kid, I've grown up watching movies of Prem Chopra and Ranjit, who would drink and then do all nasty things. So in my mind, I grew up with this thing that people who drink are bad people. And there I was exposed to this entire thing of a Bollywood scene happening in front of me that I got so terrified कि मैं उस tray को वहाँ कहीं छोड़ के मैं भाग गया. I came back to my house, and of course, thank God nobody saw, because it was such a busy operation, and I think they were doing launch party. कुछ तो हो रहा था, I faintly remember. But I just came, and next day I was wondering, what is this? What am I into? And then of course I was counseled by my teachers. But I think that moment where I thought I was really innocent at the age of 20, maybe 20 odd. And I think that overnight I became 26, So I grew 6 years that single night. So I think that particular part of that, that kid in you, which has not grown
exactly
over the years,
was trying to cope up with what was happening around.
Yeah, so I think that was actually incredible. That was my first thing. But then I got selected for an internship in Taj Bengal as well. And I think that is the time when, I thought that, yes, I think kitchen would be the career that I want to be in. I think I did equally well in front office and food and beverage, and there were such great incidences that have changed my life actually. But I often relate my story to Milkha Singh actually, because Milkha Singh actually did not want to be a passionate runner. He started running because of the glass of milk.
Exactly.
That was his motivation. And I think मेरी motivation है kitchen में सिर्फ ये थी कि जब मैं kitchen में देखा, it was a newly opened kitchen. There were chefs who had come from cruise liners, and there were very, very funky chefs with some tattoos and thoda sa half-shaven bal.
उस time पर भी, because as grooming is paid very important in Indian hospitality.
Yeah, but उसमें 2-3 chefs थे जो बाहर से आए हुए थे.
Okay.
और वो चाहे मजाक में ही, but उस time मतलब बड़ा वो amazing लगता था, because they would take a knife in their hand, they would put it on somebody's chopping board, snatch a bunch of asparagus and walk away. So I said, wow, ये तो the Pirates of the Caribbean वाली feel है, kitchen में. So I think kitchen was that way. People
very
were
interesting.
Very, very nice. I mean, and I didn't know कि ये लोग मजाक कर रहे हैं, कुछ कर रहे हैं. I always thought, this is all very serious affair. And then a lot of time I would see the guests, who would come and would get upset and scream and shout on a manager. But the moment chef goes and walks out and they make the chef sit, I was always very intrigued by personality of Chef Arvind Saraswat. उनके silver grey buttons होते थे, grey hairs, very nice gentleman to talk to. तो उनसे मैं बहुत inspire हुआ, and he was that time I think the corporate chef for Taj Hotels, and he was very revered by the guests and everything. So वो मेरे को लगा कि अगर आपको एक hospitality industry में एक इज्जत, एक skill in the hand से कुछ करना है, तो I think kitchen is the best place. And of course, that the madness, the chaos in the kitchen, the screaming and the
That is
pots and
altogether a
pans.
different ball game.
It looks very, very chaotic and intimidating to somebody who is not a part of that professional setup. But the moment you are there, I think it's a very, very organized chaos. And you exactly know what is happening in the kitchen.
Exactly.
उस टाइम बाहर से अगर कोई आपको बात करेगा तो वो डिस्टर्बेंस फील होगी, बट वो अंदर का शोर वो बहुत ऑर्गेनाइज्ड होता है.
That is what chefs require, in fact, to perform.
So I think that was the adrenaline rush when you're in that situation. जैसे पता नहीं किसी ने सांड छोड़ दी हो, और आपने भागना है, और that kind of a setup. So I think that lasted when that operation started of the kitchen. It lasted for 2-3 hours at a go when the service is happening. And उसके बाद में जब रिलैक्स होके जब किचन क्लीन करना है पूरा, team together, comes together, eats together, leaves together. So I think it taught me a lot of things about bonding, about team cohesiveness. It taught me about planning to the minute detail. It taught me failures, how to accept failures, and
Exactly.
So I think everything around basically really helped me in my internship in that hotel. And बहुत अच्छे mentors मिले, बहुत अच्छे chefs मिले, क्योंकि हमें ये सिखाया जाता है कि वहाँ कुछ सिखाते नहीं है. You only clean
utensils,
tables
and all.
pull up stores and all that things. So those were the things that I have gone through that stages as a industrial trainee, or when I became a chef. So I said, no, I think it is great, it is really important to pull that stores from the thing. But what is wrong is that you are only doing a physical labor. So I would say don't work hard, work smarter. और स्मार्ट में क्या है कि अगर मैं एक ट्रॉली खींच के ला रहा हूँ, तो आई हैव सच एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू एक्चुअली सी द लिस्ट ऑफ इंग्रेडिएंट्स ऑन माय ट्रॉली. आई हैव एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस टू द स्टोर पीपल अबाउट द रेट्स ऑफ दैट country where it comes from. And then if I see 5 types of different olives, I know 5 types of olives. I can read the net weight and the drain weight.
That is where you apply your senses.
Correct. Now, nothing stops me from opening a tin of a cherry and counting how many cherries are there in a tin. Nobody stops me from counting number of slices in the pineapple. And these things actually go a long way. So I would recommend all industrial trainees, please love to pull stores. But when you just pull stores, don't just pull stores. Make a list of ingredients. Make a list of ingredients to say कि आप हफ्ते में कितनी ये चीज लाते हो. So what you're learning is more like a Karate Kid. If people have seen that movie of Karate Kid, where he was taught how to clean the car, but he learned the karate moves.
Yeah.
So same thing is in hospitality industry.
So the purpose was not only to pull the trolley, but to understand what the trolley is holding for themselves.
Yes. And अगर आप हफ्ते भर का एक पूरा इंडेंट ला रहे हो कि आप देख रहे हो कि टॉप चीजें जो मैं अपने ला रहा हूँ, बटर है, ऑयल है, then you understand ABC analysis.
Exactly.
So then if you read about ABC analysis, it tells you, the more items used in the kitchen. Then you exactly know where your money lies and what costs you need to control. You need to look at the net weight and the drain weight. You start knowing about the price of per cherry or per olive. So those things, when it is a self-learning, when it's experiential learning, they stay with you forever.
Exactly. So approach matters.
Yeah, absolutely. So अगर आप सोचते रहो नहीं मेरे से सिर्फ स्टोर खिंचवाते हैं. So I remember एक बार मैं ऐसे ही कुछ इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनीज के साथ मैं जब एग्जीक्यूटिव शेफ था, तो मैं उनके साथ प्याज वो छील रहे थे ना. I joined them and I started peeling onions and I got in conversation with them. I said फिर और क्या चल रहा है, क्या कर रहे हो. So I saw, it had a depression in their eyes. And they said, chef, कुछ नहीं, आज चौथा दिन है, but हम तो किचन में बस सुबह से आते हैं, प्याज छीलते हैं, ये करते हैं. So I said, wow, you must be great at peeling, chopping onions. And they thought I was taking the trip. But I saw a sense of demotivation. I said, okay, great. So tell me something, that if you take 1 kilo of onion, how much is the, amount of wastage?
Wastage, exactly.
No
answer.
I said, वो जो आप अनियन पील करते हो, आपकी आंखों में आंसू आते हैं, why? क्यों आते हैं? No answer. I said, can you tell me the price of the onions? No answer. I said, can you tell me 5 different types of onion? No answer. So that is where they started to get interested in the thing to say that you are doing a job, but it is not just a job. What are the other things you can derive from it? And then suddenly I saw you know, a streak of motivation in them कि वो जो भी कुछ करते थे उसकी हमेशा 5 things of that, 5 uses of that, prices of that, how it can be used, what's a single bulb onion, what is a round onion, what's the difference between red onion and white onion. And I think those are the things that, you know, we have to look at a job not just as a task, but we have to look at a job as an opportunity to research, analyze, learn, and then create things out of it. I think that is what is slightly missing in the hospitality industry. I wouldn't say missing, but nobody channelizes other people to think like that. सब सोचते हैं अरे ये तो common sense है, ये तो होना ही चाहिए, ये तो इसको करना ही चाहिए. But I think today's generation really need the direction. They must be told that, you know, this is one task, but this is the learning objectives that I want you to derive out of that.
Do you think, chef, कि जो आपने ये incident discuss करा when you were executive chef discussing, till date when we speak about this, is still this thought prevails that industrial trainees, when they enter into any department for that matter, कि अगर वो bell desk पर हैं तो एक errand card बनता है, the amount of trolleys that they take to the rooms, they must count the baggage का weight कितना है, how much that trolley can hold, because there are 2 or 3 types of trolley as far as I remember from my trainings. So आज तक भी वो thought अगर वो prevail हो रहा है, where do you think that people should focus, both students and teachers as well?
So I think there should be a clear defined learning objectives. I mean, जो चीजें आपने जैसे front office में या food and beverage service में एक processes हैं जो defined है.
बिल्कुल.
And sometimes the process is easy to teach and follow. Kitchen में there are a lot of processes, but every process then also has this thing where a human skill comes into thing. मतलब for example एक recipe है कि इस recipe से ये चीज ऐसे बनानी है. But every cook will have its own flavor, his own unique way of preparing it, etc. तो वहाँ पे कई बार process gets limited only to a standard recipe. But to say कि पहले जिंजर गार्लिक जाएगा या oil का temperature इतना है, या वो सब चीजें experience से आती हैं.
Exactly.
On the other hand, I also feel that, you know, एक kitchen में a learning objective must be set, both by the trainer and the learner. So they must do an expectation mapping. And usme the trainees clearly told that, you know, these are your jobs that you'll have to do. But from this, in the end, I want you to have these following learnings. I don't think after coming 4 weeks training in the kitchen, if a trainee comes out, and we face this a perpetual problem when we do campus interview rounds, and we ask them to name us 3 machineries, you know, 3 companies that make ovens. Can't answer. Okay, tell me 5 major equipment that you use in a butchery kitchen. No answer. They would have seen that, but they don't know what it is called. भाई इसको buffalo chopper बोलते हैं. Buffalo chopper क्यों बोलते हैं? कौन सी कंपनी है जो ये बनाती हैं? Bone saw machine क्या है? You know, all those things. Then is of course about basic products that, you know, okay, give me 5 derivatives of shoe paste. Shoe paste से क्या क्या item बन सकते हैं? People who have done industrial training and we tell them, okay, name me 5 breakfast rolls. From croissant and muffin, they can't name a third one maybe. So I think उन्होंने सब कुछ देखा है, but nobody told them that it is important for you to go on the buffet and count how many breakfast rolls and do that every day, so that you get to know, because when you're seeing things, when you're touching, when you're smelling, you remember for lifetime. So I think experiential learning is something.
That is the only objective why they are being sent to the hotels, to get an idea about what you feel. जैसे आपने बताया, touch and smell remains for a longer period of time.
So idea ये था colleges की तरफ से.
बिल्कुल.
But suddenly what has happened is that people have become so busy in the kitchens that उनको ये लगता है कि ये जो trainee मेरे पास आया है 15 दिन आया या 20 दिन आया, he will leave. So what is my point of investing my time into training that person?
Exactly.
They will spend that time doing other things or training their commies and all that thing. So that is why industrial trainees maybe go with lot of expectation कि मेरे को भाई ये सिखाया जाएगा, वो सिखाया जाएगा. So I would recommend colleges basically to equip them with what to observe. कि आप एक kitchen में जा रहे हो तो आपको क्या क्या चीजें observe करनी है. And then kitchen person who is an industrial trainee, he observes, he cleans, he does his basic job, ताकि जो शेफ आसपास है वो देखे कि यार ये बड़ा डेडिकेटेड बंदा है. एंड जैसे आप अपना किचन में एक मार्क बनाते हो, एक किसी को बताते हो कि भाई मेरे को इंटरेस्ट है, पैशन है और मैं डेडिकेटेड हूँ, देन आई थिंक एवरीबडी अराउंड वांट्स टू टीच यू, बोथ फ्रॉम द कॉमीज टू द शेफ्स. फिर वो आपको हाथ पकड़ के ऑर्डर लगाना भी सिखाएंगे.
बिल्कुल.
बट ऑन द अदर हैंड I don't blame trainees also, but trainee को लगता है अरे मैं तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ प्याज काट रहा हूँ, मैं सिर्फ सफाई कर रहा हूँ, मेरी तरफ कोई देख नहीं रहा है. I come or don't come doesn't matter to anybody.
जो मोटिवेशन होती है वो लूज हो जाती है.
So he doesn't care. Then he focuses on going and having tea break with his friends, and he's always caught at the wrong time by the bosses as a Murphy's law. So वो सब चीजें compound होके ना, the person loses interest. I know a lot of people who are interested in kitchen, but after industrial training they lose their interest because they think it is very unorganized. Nobody took care of them. It is too much of physical labor. All that, yes, is there. But I think it is industrial trainees' responsibility to look at a broader picture, and also then the other people to say that, here is this person.
So both the things go hand in hand.
Absolutely. But I think 70% of it rests with the industrial training who needs to do it. Because if they come up with questions and if they come up to try things, and so I think it's always very, very, all the people working there also want young minds to come up. But होता क्या है ना, एक चीज में जहाँ प्रॉब्लम आती है आजकल यंगस्टर्स के साथ इज स्पेशली लेट्स से शेफ्स ऑफ माय जनरेशन, वी वांट द यंगस्टर्स टू नो स्ट्रॉन्ग बेसिक्स. भाई तुम नाइफ कैसे शार्प करते हैं, दैट इज योर फर्स्ट स्किल दैट यू लर्न. हाउ डू यू वियर योर यूनिफॉर्म फ्रॉम हेड टू टो, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. अंडरस्टैंडिंग ईच पार्ट ऑफ योर यूनिफॉर्म, दैट व्हाई दिस, व्हाई दैट. ऑर्गेनाइजिंग योर किचन एरिया, planning. When you're chopping an onion, make sure that each slice, each chop is finely chopped, not good looking, because what looks alike cooks alike always in the kitchen. तो हमारा mindset ये होता है कि ये चीजें जो इनकी habit बनेंगी, करते 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 ये habit बन जाएगी for a lifetime. So focus and practice those things. But we feel that the generation who's coming is not bothered about these things. They say, अच्छा ये तो आ ही जाएगा. They want to see the food on Instagram. They want to do food photography. They want to learn about molecular gastronomy.
It's not real, the food photography.
Well, है real, but मैं कह रहा हूँ कि वो सबका टाइम आएगा, and उस सबका टाइम के लिए आप वो फोटोग्राफी घर में ब्रेक में करते रहो. But I think learning as a trade, it is very, very important that you start learning basic steps. I relate a lot of our industry to a medical industry. Like every time the new diseases are coming, new इलाज आ रहे हैं, तो किचन में भी ऐसा है, new ingredients आ रहे हैं, new processes आ रहे हैं. आप जब मेडिकल डॉक्टर बनने के लिए जाते हो तो पहले दिन थोड़े जाके बोलते हो कि मेरे को ऑपरेशन करना है.
Exactly.
It comes. There's a way. There's a process. You learn towards that. So I think that is what it is required in the hospitality industry to start learning the ABCs.
Taking back like about 20 years ago, we have got a very clear message to our industrial trainees and budding chefs, I must say. So, जैसे उस time पे when you were into the industry professionally, how did that change you in your personal life? You as a person meeting out apart from your industry friends, जब आप family से मिलते थे get-togethers में, what were the family expectations? क्योंकि ऐसा होता है ना कि जब hotels में जाते हैं वो भी chef में आप बनाओ. What is the missing element in this dish? So how did that came into your life?
I think the hospitality industry एक बड़ी amazing चीज है. हमारे स्पेशली हमारे इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में अगर आप होटल में काम करते हो तो people first thing they do is कि अरे खाना बना के दिखाओ, कुछ खाना बना के खिलाओ.
घर पे टेस्ट देना होता है बेसिकली.
हाँ, तो वो इसलिए उनको पता ही नहीं है कि होटल में इतने डिपार्टमेंट्स होते हैं कि somebody is into housekeeping, somebody is into sales and marketing, कोई इंजीनियरिंग डिपार्टमेंट है. बस आप होटल में काम करते हो तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि आप खाना बनाते हो. एंड मेरे को याद है कि जब मैं अपनी इंजीनियरिंग छोड़ के गया तो ऑफ कोर्स अ वेरी कंजर्वेटिव सोसाइटी, व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू गो बैक होम एंड पीपल यूज्ड टू आस्क मी कि तो फिर क्या कर रहे हो तुम, सुना है होटल में काम करते हो, क्या काम करते हो. सो even in that time in my mind I knew that questions were being asked because they were being sarcastic and they are not happy that I left engineering and did that. So मैं अपने उस चीज को बड़ी फ्लारी पिक्चर्स में कोट करके बोलता था कि नहीं हम मैनेजमेंट सीखते हैं, बाद में आपको एक स्टाफ को कंट्रोल करना होता है, ट्राइंग टू जस्टिफाई माई ओन एग्जिस्टेंस कि भाई मैं जो करने गया हूँ वो हाँ कुछ अच्छा है, बिकॉज आई विल नॉट से हाँ मैं कहाँ फंस गया, एंड आई नेवर थॉट कि मैं कहाँ फंस गया. बट उनको ये बताने के लिए आई हैड टू कोट लॉट ऑफ फ्लारी थिंग्स. आई थिंक टुडे व्हेन आई गो बैक टू द सेम पीपल एंड दे आस्क मी कि फिर क्या करते हो होटल में, और मैं कहता हूँ मैं बर्तन मांजता हूँ और मैं खाना बनाता हूँ, and they don't agree. They say नहीं झूठ बोल रहे हो. So I think that is a change I see in the 20 years. Every week, now this has been third or fourth time in a row. Every week, there's a newspaper of Kashmir called the Rising Sun, and they have been, putting my articles up with my picture and a recipe.
Exactly.
So I think it is such a great feeling, that people from your local, your cousins, everybody's reading paper and say, "Arey, ye to paper mein aaya hua hai." It's a big, really a big thing for them. So I think those things have changed. A lot of people have now are getting inspired, and I see lot of people from Kashmir actually coming into hospitality industry. So वो एक बहुत बड़ा बदलाव आया है. And overall, I feel one person who makes a change, there are others who get inspired. They get motivated, and I think that is the way to improve things. That is the way I think we all must inspire each other. We all must talk to each other. Hospitality industry today is a very, very demanding profession. Long working hours, I must say. And I wish the industry as a whole can actually, look at these painstaking points, which I keep telling about, that, why can't people have good, decent working hours in the kitchen? Because there's a life outside. We've grown up just always, because we were trained like that. So, अगर हम 12 घंटे की ड्यूटी के बाद भी घर जाते थे तो सीनियर शेफ पूछते थे, अरे वाह आज हाफ डे. सो बिना धूप में, मतलब जब अंधेरा है तब होटल में आना, और जब अंधेरा है तब होटल से जाना. सो आई नो माय एंटायर लाइफ आई हैव ऑलमोस्ट वर्क 16 hours a day continuously. But what's great is that today, at this age also, if I have to stand 16 hours, 18 hours, it's become a habit. And I wouldn't justify this by saying कि नहीं तुम यही सब करो ये पाने के लिए. नहीं, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that be productive. If you're there 9 hours in the kitchen,
make those 9 hours productive enough.
Yes. And there is no point of staying. And I know this, that, a lot of people don't even finish their work in time because they say, और काम मिल जाएगा. So, I rather do my same work that I'm doing for 12, 14 hours just to show people that I'm around.
I'm working for the long hours.
I think that things have to really be in the hospitality industry. We need to focus on productivity rather than on the long working hours. We need to, enhance quality all the time. Quality not in terms of only the food that you're giving to the guests. I think quality of the people that are working with you. How today there's a lot of mental illness happening all across, and hospitality industry there is also lots, and I think we have to be very careful with that, because these are the people who are cooking for the guests. I have seen a lot of things in my life in kitchens. I've seen frustrated people who have kind of put foreign objects into a food to play against somebody. So a lot of things like that, and I think it's a clear state of your own mental health, I think, in the thing.
Yeah, that comes out when you plate something.
And I think it comes from various factors. And one of the factors is, again, being in that kitchen, a lot of very abusive, all around. And I don't think it is right. Nobody deserves to be abused. So I would urge all senior chefs, if you're frustrated, count till 10, do something. Maybe you need a therapy. But there's no point of getting angry into the kitchen. Yes, you need to be strict. You need to set processes. You need to follow. But there's no point of throwing pots and pans, shouting, screaming, abusing somebody. I think it becomes very intimidating for somebody who's just come into the kitchen. जो बहुत सारे ख्वाब लेके आया था कि मैं करूँगा. बहुत सारे लोग टूट जाते हैं देख के कि ये हो क्या रहा है.
Within a fraction of seconds, it just vanishes out.
And everything is about fashion. People, if they see Hell's Kitchen and see Chef Gordon Ramsay shouting, screaming. That is what that serial or the TV is projecting Chef Ramsay to be. Chef Ramsay is not like that. He's a great guy. If you talk to him, he's so humble. He's so amazing. And all these chefs are focused on your learning, development. But वो जो दिखाते हैं ना एक टीवी में और एक इसमें, I think उससे influence होते हैं.
TRP, and that is the people how they consume.
Yeah.
Because जो negative content और जो मिर्च मसाला content होता है, that is being accepted and that is being consumed very well. I must say कि वो जो agony होती है उनके अंदर ना, वो chef आएंगे और ये और वो सब. But that is not reality.
So I've worked 30 years in the kitchens and I've seen the most busiest operations. It is not that at times I was not frustrated with things. But I think one thing I'm really proud of myself is that I have never ever uttered abuse in the kitchen. I have never thrown a pot in a pan, and I've never broken a plate, and I've never got angry at somebody. Yes, I've got upset with somebody, but I've exactly, told them that, where did they go wrong? How did it impact the other people? So I think rather than getting upset on somebody, it is important that, we learn the art of counseling. We must know and take that person, tell that person that what he or she has done has impacted the team. So if you look at things that way, where the person knows that, okay, I was important, my job was important. And if my importance, my not doing things has led to this failure, then I played a part in it. How can I improve myself? Suddenly you're motivating the other person to say कि मैं अपनी चीज इतनी अच्छी करूंगा कि सबका हो सके. And if everybody starts thinking like that, the kitchen will be such an amazing place. You will love coming there every day. And kitchen abhi bhi amazing place hai. I know a lot of people who will be listening to this interview, when they come from a frustrated day, they say, kal se main naukri chhod dunga. But next day sharp in the morning, they're back to the kitchen doing the same things all over again. So I think it is the passion really that fuels you, and you have to be passionate and stop telling your mind it's hardworking. Nahi hai. Kitchen is not a hardworking place. I think more hard work is done by the laborer outside, जो building construct कर रहा है, जो ईंटें ले जा रहा है सिर पे. I think that is hard work. That is physical labor. I think for us, it's like a hobby that somebody is paying you for it. And if you enjoy doing what you're doing, and if you're paid for it, then where is the hard work? Where is the stress? Where is the, I don't think there is any need of कि मैं थक गया, कि I don't relate to it. Yes, it's a human body. Sometimes you're tired and you sit. But आप हमेशा नोट करना कि अगर आप पूरे किचन में चल रहे हो, कुछ काम कर रहे हो, आप कभी थकोगे नहीं. आप थकोगे जब आप एक जगह पे खड़े हो और आपके पास काम नहीं है.
Exactly.
That is the time you feel the most tired.
When you give your mind that thing कि अभी 5 मिनट है या फिर अभी थोड़ा बहुत टाइम है जब कुछ नहीं कर रहे होते, that's when you realize यार कि कुछ खाली बैठे हैं. Exactly. अभी तक की इन बातों में I feel कि काफी लोगों को ना अपना होमवर्क मिल गया where to assess themselves, and which is a great thing to have a self analysis. Chef, हर 5 साल में ट्रेंड चेंज होता है. जैसे आपके टाइम पे कुछ होगा, for us it was cracking the management training interviews in any of the frontier maybe. तो आज का जो चैलेंज होता है, या जो 5 साल से हर 5 साल में you have such a vast career, what do you think a challenge is which is prevailing for so long, as you are a teacher now in OCLD, and I think country के जो greatest chefs हैं, they have learned from you, and what is that one challenge and what is that one beauty of this industry?
So I think beauty of this industry is that it's still carrying on, and
despite of
and it will always carry on. We've embraced new processes, new ingredients, new techniques, new cuisines. Cuisines have come and gone completely, but I think that is something that it's constantly evolving. So that is the best thing. I think the biggest challenge where everybody today is facing is the talent. The people with the right skills, the people with the right mindset, the people with the right attitude. Because the problem is कि, the people who join today have a different mindset. They want to understand कि मेरे को सैलरी कितनी मिल रही है कि मैं पहला आईफोन ले सकूं. मैं अपनी पहली कार कब ले पाऊंगा. How can I go for an international holiday? So that is the focus, and I don't say anything. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong in that focus. But one must understand कि money is not the only driving factor in my life. So आज मैंने 6 महीने यहाँ काम किया और मेरे को दूसरे कंपटीशन ने सडनली एक हायर पोजीशन और 500 रुपए बढ़ा के ले लिया. मैं यहाँ चला गया. 3 महीने मैंने यहाँ काम करके वो मुझे 1000 रुपए ज्यादा दे रहा है, मैं वहां चला गया. उसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि आपको 5 साल के बाद you will realize that you are nowhere, and suddenly people who had that slow and steady growth have now taken to the next level, because they have learned things, they have stabilized, they have grown with the organizations, they have done things, they've had a multiple experience. आपको ये देखना है कि भाई मेरी लाइफ में क्या मेरे को 20 साल का एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए जो सिर्फ 2 साल का एक्सपीरियंस था जो 10 साल रिपीट हुआ है मेरी लाइफ में, या मेरे को सच में 20 साल का एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए. So I think everybody should do their own career pathing and to say that where do I see myself 5 years from now?
Right.
और वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए मुझे बैक स्टेप लेके क्या क्या करना है लाइफ में।
सर, जो गोल सेट करते हैं
हाँ
हम
जी।
लोग, वो सेट करने के लिए क्या फैक्टर्स होने चाहिए? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एक नया बच्चा होटल मैनेजमेंट के इंस्टीट्यूट में एडमिशन लेता है, तो उसका जो गोल है वो 5 साल का होता है।
हाँ जी।
उस 5वें साल में फिर वो ये सेट करता है कि इंडस्ट्री में रहते रहते मेरे को अब क्या करना है, जो न्यू वेंचर्स फाइंड आउट करते हैं
जी।
फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे एक कलनरी में टू बिकम एन एग्जीक्यूटिव शेफ, वो एक उनकी लाइफ में एक पड़ाव होता है, एक स्टेज होती है। आफ्टर दैट वो बनता है सेलिब्रिटी शेफ। एक जो गोल सेटिंग होती है वो किस बेसिस पे होनी चाहिए? बिकॉज अगर हम एग्जीक्यूटिव शेफ का भी अगर गोल सेट करते हैं ना, वो भी उन गाइडेंस पे करते हैं जो हमारे टीचर्स ने हमको बताया होता है कि हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ कलनरी इन दी होटल्स वुड बी एग्जीक्यूटिव शेफ या कॉर्पोरेट शेफ फॉर दैट मैटर। सो आपके हिसाब से गोल सेट करने का पर्सपेक्टिव क्या होना चाहिए?
ओके, आई थिंक मेरे को तो पहले ही लगता है कि लोगों को गोल सेट जरूर करना चाहिए। आई डोंट थिंक कि हमारी इंडस्ट्री में व्हेन समबडी जॉइंस होटल मैनेजमेंट, दे जॉइन टू सी कि चलो देखेंगे कि हो क्या रहा है। पहले साल तो लेट्स जस्ट स्टडी, दे आर नॉट इवन फोकस दैट टाइम कि मेरे को इस फील्ड में जाना है, उस फील्ड में जाना है। हाउएवर देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हियर हु वांट टू जॉइन किचन्स, you know, because I interview so many people. पहले टाइम में people wanted to go into front office and front of the house, but today 80% of the people want to become chefs for wrong reasons, because they want to be on television. They see celebrity chefs on the screen, so they all think कि यार
हम भी बन जाएंगे,
kitchen join करो, ये करेंगे, बस ऐश की नौकरी है। But they don't know the real things that go in the kitchen.
those dark nights.
Yes. सो आई थिंक वो वेकअप होते हैं इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग के बाद। एंड फिर क्या होता है कि बहुत सारे कम लोग होते हैं जो सिर्फ फिर भी फोकस्ड होते हैं कि जिनके गोल होता है लाइफ में, बट मैक्सिमम का गोल ये होता है कि ओके हमें कोई मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम ज्वाइन करना है। सो माई थिंग टू एवरीबडी इज दैट OCLD is not the end of your life. Taj Management Training Program is not the end of your life.
Part of life.
Neither is ITC, Management Training Program. These are not the end of your lives. Not everybody goes through. And if I look at my batch, which graduated from IHM Calcutta, there were only 2 people that actually were selected for OCLD. मैं और मेरा एक batchmate था, Shaumya. But today, when we look back, everybody is doing so well in their lives. So each have carved out a niche for themselves. So सबके लिए कुछ ना कुछ carved out है. One of my batchmate is a doctor in France.
Oh.
He did hotel management. He did something. He went to France. He did his medicals there. He's a full-fledged medical doctor. बहुत सारे career options life में आएंगे, change होंगे. But I think it's important to set up a goal to say that it's not OCLD, but I want to be a Michelin star chef. Now maybe there are other routes to follow to become a Michelin star chef. Maybe मेरे को 2 साल पहले किसी भी होटल में जॉब करनी है. Then I need to go and work in a standalone restaurant. If I want to open up my restaurant after 10 years, then working in a 5-star hotel will not help me. I will have the initial experience of my 5-star hotel, but then I would like to work in standalone restaurant to see कि इनका प्रोड्यूस कहाँ से आता है, स्पेस कैसे प्लान करते हैं, लाइसेंसेस क्या हैं, so to open up your own restaurant, it's a failure if you work in a 5-star hotel. You'll never be able to open up your own restaurant because you'll be so used to the imports and people helping you to do things for you. So इसीलिए it is important that you fix up a goal in your mind and then track backwards to say, okay, this is what I need to do. I would however tell all the trainees that it doesn't matter which brand do you join, but it's important to have the first 2 years in the industry, because जब पहले 2 साल ना, they're very tough, they prepare you, so your visions opens up. So I think that is important, and post the 2 years, then you venture out into what you want. And sadly, I think क्या हो रहा है कि the people who are graduating out from IHMs, only 25% are joining the industry. Rest 75 are actually venturing out into other fields. And on top of that, I think, and this is for the parents actually, mostly of the students, that to tell them that it's a great industry. हमारी इंडस्ट्री एक ऐसी इंडस्ट्री है जिसमें कभी भी डाउनफॉल नहीं आएगा. Yes, there was a little recession during the corona time, where a lot of people were laid
Every
off.
industry
But that
experienced
everybody happened. But I think uske baad se, I feel today that the intake into the hospitality has reduced suddenly. People are not joining this industry, and it is not only children. I think it is their parents who are discouraging them to join hotels.
So how should we change this? Because chalani to hai industry, and that too the talent is, as you say, there's a scarcity.
I think grass is always greener on the other side.
On the other side,
I have seen a lot of people leaving professions from various different places. There are engineers who have left engineering because they were frustrated to do engineering and they want to open up their own restaurant.
to open a restaurant, just I feel कि हर किसी को एक ना एक लाइफ टाइम में लगता ही है कि यार खाने का काम करते हैं,
या काम करते हैं या सीखते हैं,
बिल्कुल
कुछ बनाना सीखते हैं,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
करियर चेंज करते हैं. आज लोगों को शेफ बनना है बिकॉज इट्स फैशनेबल, है ना. सो जो लोग इंडस्ट्री में ऑलरेडी हैं वो फील करते हैं कि मैं कहाँ. सो बहुत सारी मिक्स चीजें. देयर आर सर्टेन पीपल हु लव डूइंग दिस and I think they over a period of time will excel, because I think hospitality industry doesn't offer you a job, it offers you a career. अगर आपके फ्रेंड ने एक बीपीओ ज्वाइन किया है और आपने यहाँ ज्वाइन किया है, 5 साल के बाद मे बी उसकी सैलरी अभी आपसे दुगनी है, लेकिन 5 साल के बाद हो सकता है कि आपकी सैलरी उससे डबल हो, because he has only a very limited growth, limited learning. But for you the learning is diverse. So it's about careers. So don't just look for a job, look for a career. Look what are the other cognitive skills that you learn in the hospitality industry. I think it is very amazing what a hospitality industry teaches you. And I have 2 children and I wanted both of them to join hotel management. Not for anything else, but you will never fail in life anywhere.
Exactly.
If you go through the hotel scenario.
One of the beauties of this industry, which I experienced personally, and that too in those times of COVID, was this. मेरे को कभी ये समझ ही नहीं आया था कि होटल मैनेजमेंट ने मुझे क्या सिखाया, until it was for me to join the healthcare sector, as we were discussing prior to this. So this I feel is the beauty. But
of course they had their own dreams and own passions, and they chose that. क्योंकि अगर लोग मुझसे पूछेंगे कि आप चाहोगे कि आपके बच्चे शेफ बने, हाँ बिल्कुल. I think it is the greatest thing, and if I am born ever again in my life, I will of course again become a chef, because I just love this profession so much.
And I am being from this industry, I'm very grateful for every hospitalian as a chef, as a service provider, I to conclude, because आप लोगों ने जो over 3 decades, 4 decades, 5 decades में जो respect दी है, आपने अपनी बात में कहा था the way sarcasm that you faced, और आज जब आप कहते हैं you are a chef wearing that chef coat और जो एक इज्जत मिलती है, वो transition लाने में very much of hard work, going through lots of pains. I immensely thank you for on behalf of everybody to making this possible, कि आज अगर कोई कलनरी में है तो वो सर उठा कर कह सकता है I'm a chef. तो ये जो एक इज्जत मिली है ना, that is much required, I must say. शेफ, आप हर एक जज पैनल्स में आपका एक नाम होता है, कोई इवेंट होता है, you are a jury there. जब आप जज करते हैं, what are those elements you judge upon? And my next question aligned to this is, जब आप कैंपस इंटरव्यूज में होते हैं, तो जो एक नया बच्चा होता है जो फर्स्ट टाइम इंडस्ट्री प्रोफेशनली एंटर कर रहा होता है, what are those things that you look at from the OCLD perspective as well?
Okay. So first thing, when I go for juries and all, when I see people, I'm not looking at कि ये खाना बहुत टेस्टी बना है या अच्छा बना है. I'm looking at a process. How is the process followed? आप एक प्लेट देख के समझ सकते हैं कि क्या ये सब्जियां शार्प नाइफ से काटी गई हैं या नहीं, क्या इसकी नाइफ शार्प थी, क्या ये इसने साफ सुथरा काम किया है, was this area neat and clean. It reflects on your plate really, that if the plate is very neatly produced or it's very clumsy. It tells a lot about your own style and work and as a person, I think, because you're portraying something that you've created onto that plate. So the plate tells a lot about a person who's putting that up in front. Second thing is knowledge. When I ask them questions and they're not able to answer and they're completely lost, then I know that it has not come from the heart really. I would give more marks to a person who can critique his own dish. If that person can tell me, sorry chef, I had only 2 hours to put this up and I'm not very happy with my plate, and I give 2 out of 10 to myself. And when I ask him that, okay, him or her, that what could you have done better? if he talks about every point in a detail to say that, then I know that he has an understanding of the thing. He gets more marks than somebody who has done a plate up, completely. So I think knowledge, knowing your processes, knowing things, knowing basics, focusing on that, things like those are important. I think as OCLD interviews, we look at people because Mr. Oberoi has taken years to build the culture that is Oberoi Hotels, and culture is something that is not learnt overnight. Culture is something that you build up slowly, day by day, brick after brick. And today we have a very strong culture at Oberoi Hotels, and so we want people who we know have the will, because if you have the will, the skill is always easy to learn. So we look at a lot of attributes. The attributes like, that you're able to communicate well. Communication का हमेशा से लोग शायद उसको हमेशा इंग्लिश से रिलेट करते हैं. But हाँ, इंग्लिश आई थिंक इम्पोर्टेंट जरूर है हमारी इंडस्ट्री में, बिकॉज आज हम जितने भी गेस्ट से मिल रहे हैं, they all are international guests. And we want to portray that our people can speak nicely. There are a lot of people who put on fake accents to say कि भाई वो मैं इंग्लिश बोलूंगा तो मैं अमेरिकन की तरह बोलता हूँ, एक fake accent लाते हैं. No, that is not required. We are not looking for people who want to speak English in a very fake accent. No, speak normally, have good grammar, have a good vocabulary, that you're able to put your point across. Communication में is also your body language, both verbal and non-verbal communication. कि आप बात कैसे कर रहे हैं? Are you very closed in your approach? Are you nervous? वो चीजें होती हैं. Knowledge, भाई आप अपना पैसा नहीं दे रहे हैं फीस के लिए. Your parents, some of the parents have taken loan for you to study.
Exactly.
So we want to ask the technicals, have you done justice to your parents' money? If you have not done justice to your parents' hard-earned money, how will you do justice to Mr. Oberoi's money tomorrow? So I think the technical competency is just to check that if that person has put the heart and soul into what that person is interested in. कि मैं किचन में इंटरेस्ट हूँ, मेरा इटालियन खाना वो है, तो इटालियन के क्वेश्चंस तो आंसर कर पाओ.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
And basic question, we never ask too difficult questions. So I've written 5 books. I think if a person just goes through one of my book, I think he will be able to clear the interviews all across the world when it comes to technical interviews. So things are there in front of you. The resources are there in front of you. You've done a part of industrial training. And if then also you're not able to answer basic questions, then it means that, the competency level is missing. Then we look at, of course, behavioral questions. A lot of behavioral questions we ask. जिसमें हम जानना चाहते हैं कि मतलब how does the person react? What is, attitude. Attitude is now something which is taken into a very, very loose word. But attitude towards everything, attitude towards your own self, attitude towards the industry, attitude towards the world, general awareness jaise. So people are not reading newspapers, they don't know what's happening in the world. So I think those things are really important. We are looking for a well-rounded individual who's focused, who's passionate, who can talk. And please, I want to really remove this misnomer, because लोगों को लगता है हमेशा कि no, there's a particular profile that, let's say Oberoi Hotel looks for. You have to be tall, you have to be very good looking. So ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है कि भाई जैक होगा तो हो जाएगा. बिल्कुल नहीं है. I can tell you and I can vouch you that yes, we do get references. But even if the reference comes from Mr. Oberoi's office, we have to completely do the selection criteria in our process. And even if that person is not selected, we will go with the strong paperwork back to Mr. Oberoi to say, sir, thank you so much. You have referred the case, but these are the things that we feel that he needs another year and improvement. And Mr. Oberoi has never ever said कि नहीं वो लेना ही पड़ेगा. So ऐसा नहीं है. आप अगर मैं इसलिए Mr. Oberoi का नाम ले रहा हूँ कि अगर आप वहाँ से भी reference लेके आएंगे, you will have to go through that process of selection.
Exactly.
Right. If my children have to apply for Oberoi Hotel, they'll have to go through
the same process.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I will be lucky to get the feedback to say, these are the improvement things. If he or she can improve this, next year may be a better chance. So those.
That's the level of transparency that the OCLD has kept.
And I think not only Oberoi Hotels, I think this happens everywhere in the hospitality industry. Everybody wants to do justice to the other person. If I think that you don't have the aptitude for this particular kitchen, what is the point? Don't do it. Because eventually you'll crib you will get frustrated and there's no point, you know. So rather do something that you love doing. जो आपको करना है उसमें करो ना, or have a life, you know, otherwise you'll become very cynical. You'll keep blaming things on your job entire life. हाँ, आई थिंक लोग बोलते हैं चाहे आप कितना कुछ करते हो, आप साइकिलिंग करते हो, आप फ्लूट सीखते हो, आप बुक्स लिखते हो, एंड आई थिंक टुडे आई कैन ओनली डू इट बिकॉज आई लव माई वर्क इन द किचन. It is the passion in the kitchen that fuels me to do other things. Exactly. Other things don't fuel me into the kitchen. You know, since I'm so happy with what I do in my life, that I'm motivated to do other things in my life
as well.
So I think people should not blame long working hours as an excuse. Because अगर आप अपना स्क्रीन टाइम देखें तो आप शायद 4 घंटे फोन पे हो सकते हैं.
Exactly.
आप ब्रेक में बंकर्स में सो सकते हैं. But please think of other things that you can add value to yourself. And just don't get focused on your job, because you need other things in your life as well. और अपने जॉब से आप खुश होगे, अच्छे होगे, तो आप नेचुरली बाहर जाके बहुत सारी चीजें करोगे, is what I feel.
All right. तो शेफ जब आप घर जाते हैं
जी,
तो आपके जो वर्किंग आवर्स घर पे होते हैं एज अ शेफ, वो कैसे होते हैं? बिकॉज हो सकता है जैसे मतलब आई एम प्रिज्यूमिंग कि काफी डिमांड आती होगी फैमिली से, कुक एंड ऑल.
आई थिंक अब होती है.
अच्छा.
पहले तो मैं खुद बना के खिलाता था, बट आई थिंक अब डिमांडिंग हो गई.
ओके.
कि जब उनको कुछ खाना होता है तो ऑफ कोर्स माय वाइफ इज द बेस्ट कुक एट होम, एंड it is not that whatever I cook at home is cherished and loved, because there's a very different setup of machineries, equipments, all that what is available in your professional kitchen. The quality of ingredients, बहुत सारी चीजें impact करती हैं.
So mostly demanding क्या होता है?
बहुत कुछ होता है. So I have a full equipped kitchen. I have a KitchenAid, I have a Thermomix, I have a tandoor in balcony. So yeah, mostly I think thing is कि Indian नहीं खाना.
Okay.
है ना? So something different always means whether it's a handmade pasta. So it's not कि pasta बनना है, handmade pasta बनना है. So it has to be either a stuffed ravioli or a handmade pasta with some sauces. So somehow I don't know why my children have taken a lot of liking to Japanese and Italian food particularly. So sushis भी बनती है घर में, Italian भी बनता है, और हाँ Indian में कभी-कभी बिरयानी is their favorite. कबाब्स बनते हैं, कभी ऐसा हो जाता है when people get together. So yeah. So ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब I have to always work. So that is again depending on mood. Okay. So if I'm in mood, I will cook probably from breakfast till dinner. और अगर मेरा mood नहीं होगा तो छुट्टी में मैं किचन में बिल्कुल भी नहीं जाऊंगा. So that is, it completely depends on my mood.
So जितने लोग आपको आपके सोशल हैंडल्स पर फॉलो करते हैं, you give them a retreat of a flute, I believe, because I've been following you for very long and I believe that hidden talent of yours needs to be told to the people. So वो inclination कैसे हो, मतलब फ्लूट का, सिंगिंग का?
So I think वो भी मेरे
and that too very deep कि आपको राग की इतनी नॉलेज है.
जी, तो मैं इसको भी होटल इंडस्ट्री से रिलेट करूंगा. जब मैं अपनी OCLD में था और मैं किचन ट्रेनिंग कर रहा था, तो स्पिक मैके का कोई प्रोग्राम हुआ था जहाँ पंडित हरिप्रसाद चौरसिया जी ने बैंक्वेटिंग में काफी दिन का प्रोग्राम था. So I used to listen to him and I had no clue who he is. But then I finally met him. I took few lessons from him. तो 3-4 बार लिए and then I got posted to Calcutta. तो मैं बांसुरी बजाता था और वो भी बड़ी वाली. But मैं गलत सलत बजाता था basically. मतलब songs भी बजा लेता था कुछ. But it wasn't in the most refined manner that I would say. And then in the lockdown, I found a guru. My guru, Pandit Rohit Anand ji. He's disciple of Pandit Ravi Shankar. So I've actually enrolled myself as a Shishya from the Guru Shishya Parampara, from the Mayyar Gharana. So I'm learning from him. It's been 4 years and I think that it's an incredible instrument. मैं हफ्ते में 4 घंटे मेरी क्लास हो जाती है कम से कम.
And every Sunday you are there with your flute.
Either a Saturday or a Sunday.
Exactly.
And I make sure that I go for my class. I don't take that class online because I need to be there. And वो जो rags की intricacies है, it is. And I've given myself a dream, because you always set up a goal for yourself. And maybe 10 years from now, I think that much time it will take me to perform on a stage in a concert. But I think 10 years from now, I want to play in Albert Hall, London one day.
All right.
And do my own flute concert. So yeah, so I think those are the small things that you challenge yourself to. You set up a goal and say, this is where I have to reach. जैसे आप ट्रैकिंग करते हैं, आपको एक पॉइंट पता होता है कि ये झंडा जहाँ गड़ा हुआ है, मेरे को यहाँ तक पहुंचना है. Whether it takes you 3 days, 4 days, or but you don't give up. You just keep walking towards your goal.
Exactly. So मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि सर कि आपका जो इतना वास्ट करियर है, आई नो मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ ये बात, बट इट हैज टू बी टोल्ड कि आपने कैसे अपने आप को इतना कोप अप किया हुआ है कि आप दिल्ली टू जयपुर और यहाँ पे इतने बड़े बड़े स्ट्रेच पर यू हैव टेकन स्टूडेंट्स विद योरसेल्फ साइकिलिंग फ्रॉम स्ट्रेच टू स्ट्रेच. सो मतलब आप जो भी करते दैट हैज टू बी वेरी प्रोफेशनल विद अ प्रोफेशनल टच, एंड इट इज वेरी इंस्पायरिंग फॉर अस जो लोग घर बैठे होते हैं. ऑल आई बिलीव दैट विंटर्स में गए थे when you started with IHM New Delhi to Jaipur
and Dehradun also. So maybe this year or next year, I want to ride from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. The plans are already being set up and finalized, and my idea is to actually map up catering colleges on the way and ride every day 100 kilometers and go and cook with the students of that catering college. तो 3-4 महीने पहले मैं उनको रिसर्च डॉक्यूमेंट भेजूंगा एक, जिसपे वो सारे स्टूडेंट्स एक रिसर्च करके लॉस्ट रेसिपीज उस स्टेट की बनाएंगे. So I'll cook 5-6 recipes with them. We are looking for, and if anybody is interested in listening to this interview, we want people who can come on board as digital media partners who can, maybe shoot this, of course, shoot this thing. If any OTT platform wants to come and make this into a serial of 10 days, do it, because we are going to cook a lot of stuff in every state. Maybe even the royalties of that state will join in. The government can join in, and we will, by the end of 30 days, because it's 3,300 kilometers, almost on the post 30 days, we'll come up with a book of, imagine, 30 locations. So 6 recipes into 30, 180 recipes of lost traditional recipes of our country. Apart from this book, we'll also make a coffee table book on the experiential riding of this thing. Exactly. We plan to carry a food truck with us, and many chefs on the vehicles as well.
Chef, इतनी मोटिवेशन कहाँ से आती है? वो सोर्स क्या है?
किचन से आती है. मैंने वही बोला है कि एंड किचन से, सिर्फ किचन से नहीं, मैं बोलूंगा कि जिसको आपको कोई भी काम पसंद है, अगर आप उसको इतनी शिद्दत से करोगे ना, तो वो आपको बैक फ्यूल करता है टू डू अदर थिंग्स इन योर लाइफ. एंड टुडे आई थिंक इफ आई कैन साइकिल 200 kilometers at a stretch, it's because of my long working hours in the kitchen that I can stand on my feet. It's about the good food that I eat in the kitchen. So, and it's the great people that I meet. So today I'm positive because it's the influence of other people that they've had on me. If I think like a chef who has to change the food habits of the country, put our country on the world map, it's not only me thinking. It is because I'm meeting like-minded people. Every time I meet Chef Gill, in any platform, he motivates me so much that we come up with some crazy ideas to do some new things. So I think it is all about meeting the right people. And वो जैसे कहते हैं ना कि आप कोई चीज सोच लो तो पूरी कायनात जुड़ जाती है उसको करने में. So I think it is the same thing. And I know that, if I'm planning to ride Kashmir to Kanyakumari and cook food and come up, and I think there will be many people who will be interested to join for this journey.
One is here itself.
And make it happen. Thank you so much. Of course, we'll look into this.
Sure. I think it has been a very phenomenal conversation so far, because the energy that I'll be taking along today, I'll transfer it to many people.
Thank you.
Through our podcast, through our interview series. And sir, it has, I do not have words to conclude this. It's just that कि ये जो एक motive था to encourage people, whosoever it is, may it be who are in the industry, who are looking to rise up, or those who are entering into this industry, will vouch for this conversation, because you have given everybody a point to assess themselves. I thank you very much on behalf of our audience.
Thank you.
And it has been such a lovely conversation.
Thank you.
And I believe that जितना मुझसे हो सकेगा, जितना हमसे बन सकेगा, I will be very, very grateful to be a part of your journey from now onwards.
Thank you.
And all the very best for your new ventures out there. Thank you. And thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you so much. And I think one last thing I would like to tell everybody is that look for continuous improvements. For the senior chefs to say, how can you continuously evolve? How can you continuously learn? How can you make difference into somebody's life? I think that's important, because over seniority, you take on the role of being a mentor. And please understand that your actions are affecting the younger generation who are coming up.
Because they look up to them.
They look up to them, and you are creating a very sound base for that person to, you know, rise up in their life. I think that's that's a big responsibility on everybody's shoulder. And here I would like to talk to a trainee to say that, you know, when you're moving up the ladder, you'll face a lot of difficulties. Don't give up. Perseverance is the only key, you know. But yes, if you think over the period of time, this is not my cup of tea. Yeah, aptitude, I don't have the right aptitude for it. Don't kill yourself. Opt out. Please do something else. But if you think that, yes, this is what you want to do, then don't give up. Have that perseverance. Each thing will motivate you. Each thing will teach you something, a lesson for life.
Will contribute to success.
Yes. So at all levels, I think we together, hands in hands, have to improve the hospitality scenario in the world, I would say. Because ऐसा नहीं है कि इंडिया में ही मुश्किल है और बाहर आसान है. बाहर और मुश्किल है because there are very less staff who work. So I think together we can do it. Start documenting things. Because पहले जितने भी शेफ्स होते थे uneducated, कुछ और नहीं किया तो चलो खाना बनाने आ गए, तो proper khansamas, and these khansamas have left a great legacy in terms of, you know, good food. But today, when we have our grandmothers alive, let's jot down the recipes of the homemade pickles.
Absolutely.
Let's jot down the recipes of the snacks and share. Gone are the days when chefs were hiding that potli masalas in their pockets. I think it's important to share the knowledge. It is important to come up in the front and to say, this is what I possess and this is what I want to share with the world. So I think together, I think we can all go a long way together.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
For these pearls of wisdom.
Thank you.
And I'm forever grateful कि इस तरीके से आपसे बात करने का जो मेरे को एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है. And nothing more than these words of being grateful and blessed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.